Good afternoon, team. Welcome back. We are here again with our aftermarket price action, and today, of course, it's a very big day. FOMC happened. Rates are stable. Nothing changed there, but also the big tech earnings are live. They've been reporting. Welcome, Patrick. Welcome, Asiaj, and good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, welcome, guys. Hope everything's good on your end. So, yeah, let's jump in directly.
Yeah, so I think we can start looking at the price action on the 3 Max 7 that reported today. So um, first we have Meta. Obviously, price is up 6.42%. Massive move. We are now breaking through the latest intraday snapshot. We have our core resistance. We talked about the 700 level this morning, and now we're breaking through this. We're at 712 and 58. Also, nice price action on Tesla, up 3%. We were talking about what was happening on Tesla this morning. Microsoft, not so great. We're down 4%. From the move, I think the biggest concern is, of course, what's happening with OpenAI, cloud services, and all of that stuff. So we are seeing kind of like a drop here. But if we go back and if you follow what we covered this morning, let's go first into Meta. What we saw this morning, we were talking about this, is kind of like the strong positioning over the last few days on kind of like the option market. So the option chain was kind of becoming very, very bullish. We've seen it here. There's been, like, of course, a lot of like interesting announcement, especially they are monetizing Threads, their social media platform. So that kind of fueled the change in positioning. But at the same time, you can use kind of this data to also place kind of like your bets and to see how the market is reacting. So this was a very, very strong move. Let's go back to Meta here. Incredible 7% after hours. Crazy. And then of course, and then you can talk about this massage in more details. This is your baby. We've seen the crazy move on gold. I mean, 5%. I think this is kind of crazy. But let me know. Let me know your thoughts there.
Good afternoon. Of course, I'm here. And yeah, gold crazy. But rates are not changing right now. We will stay in 3.5 to 3.75. What is interesting also, there was no signals about cutting on the meeting. Gold without this boom going to the upside, as we can see on jet contract. Why jet? Don't ask. Take a look what is going on our chart. So jet contract working well. No worries right now. Only holding us blind spot 7 and blind spot 8. We cross risk trigger also, and everything what is interesting right now on gold. Next target 55 as a round number, 54, 54, 50. So each time I will take a look what is going on here. So plan A, sky is the limit. Plan B, you can use our tools right now as a support zone when we can have perhaps some correction on jumping to the trend move. Depends what are your idea. And what is also interesting right now, GLD, the last snapshot with risk trigger, we are near 500. Also, round labor, we are not such a far, less than $5.5 left. So it will be interesting. I will be spent, to be honest, night and take a look what is going on and set alarm here. Right now, above, also similar view, blind spot will be a plan A as a last resistance from also last picture what we have after the bell, and waiting for a new data. what we have else? Call resistance, gamma wall for 90. Later, another open window, big gap for 85. And we have a gap from 26, still not cover. Today is 28. So remember, 3-day gap rule is still sitting on our back. I hope so. Let's check tomorrow. Is it possible coming back and cover this amazing distance right now? And as you mentioned, Fabio, I'm agree with you. That kind of moves on gold, I'm not remember, is really crazy. Also, similar view, silver, still sitting in bigger channel above call resistance, and after converting seal to silver futures, 127, so a little bit above 120, so 125, 127, another zone as a resistance. Below, we have our levels as a support right now. On the meeting, a little push to the upside. We are near all-time highs, and right now waiting for new information from the market, and not only what will be happened. Another dollar grow a little bit, and if you remember, we was drawing simple trend line. Right now we are battling on this ground, and also from yesterday when we was saying about dollar, we are near correction ending one-on-one. If this happened, oh man, we are not such a far perhaps to find some bottom. If you check what we have from the bigger picture on dollar index, boom, this how looks one day, voila, 96.2 plus minus. So today, what we have, we was not such a far for this distance, but remember, it's not exactly point to point. So I will be looking also how dollar will be working right now. Do we have in next few days, perhaps few weeks, something interesting going on here? And on the end, silver minerals ETF right now on risk trigger zones as a first resistance, later the same picture from end of the day and last snapshot, 1-day max sitting on 136, supporting zone 100, round label. Right now we are in the middle of the open space. So let's check tomorrow what will happen with the new data, with the new snapshot and all that stuff. So right now, Patrick, I will be passing to you.
All
What we
right,
have
let's go.
after FOMC?
All right, let's go. So
Do you wanna? Okay, let me put it on.
I think I share now.
Yeah.
I can share again. Give me 1 second. Here we go. All right. I think you should be now see this.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So what was happened on FOMC? We was waiting, I think, much more for our earnings, because when we're looking into the earnings candle now, this is much more important. So we see it here, our earnings candle. Really, this was crazy. I think before we was already seeing some corrections. And one thing what was working today really great, as we was mentioned, that we have here our wall, and we was also saying that we near 1-day max on NQ, and we was also mentioned that the earnings in Asia, where we have the chip makers, was really positive, what giving us a push, and that's, I think, could be one of the reason why we was doing London and until New York Open near 1-day max. And if we was looking into SPX, we was not there. And one thing, maybe you remember when you was there in the morning prep session, we was seeing that on the JM we was below call resistance, below call resistance. And also this was happened on ES, and this was also happened on the Russell. So on the Dow, on the ES, and on the Russell, we was below call resistance CODTE. Only our NQ was above call resistance CODT. And we have the theory, maybe you might also Maciej, that we are a little bit overextended on NQ, and it could be possible, this doesn't mean that this must be happened, that we can come back to the area where we have here our cluster, and we was talking about this also, to the call resistance cluster here with the high vol CODT and the put support CODT. And if you remind yourself, we was talking about, and I make this now bigger, no, this not, we was talking about the importance of the SQQ. And the importance of the SQQ was because we was in the middle from put support and put support CODTE, and in the middle from the GAX4 with the 1-day min from previous day and the previous day put support CODT. The GAX5, where we was at the opening, as you remind here, it was 9:30. Here we go, here we was. We was basically saying this is the 50% level, and we want to see a decision if we going back to put support and put support CODTE, or if we going down to previous day 1-day min or GAX4 and then going down to 1-day min. And it was really happened at the opening that we was more and more getting pressure into put support and put support CODTE. What was also seeing that on the NQ, we was getting the drop into our call resistance CODT. From the analysis, what we was doing in the morning prep, this was really interesting. It was working out very well. And now the only thing what is in my mind for the Asia session is really simple, and my mind is not changed about this. Let's take out now the levels, because this is the only thing what is at the moment in my mind, and it doesn't take so much action. So we have here our risk triggers. Risk trigger here, risk trigger here, risk trigger here, risk trigger here, and risk trigger here from our swing trading levels model. This is a huge wall. Will we be holding the wall, and with the success rate that we will be stay below the risk trigger, and also in this in mind with the upper band here from our SPX, where we was talking about yesterday in the morning prep, will this be also holding? Yes or no? If this would be holding, amazing. And if this would be breaking, then I think we will see a shift in the market with much more bullish momentum. But at the moment, for me, what is really interesting is the wall. Will we be holding this? Yes or no? If we're breaking through the wall and becoming maybe tomorrow or maybe on Friday on 26, 7:45, then I think we should be going into the daily chart. Here we go. Also, we're going here into the daily chart. Let's jump in. So what would this basically meaning? We're making new highs and we're getting much more new momentum. Also, for our risk trigger, if we're going here over the upper band, new highs, new momentum, and then I'm thinking like we will see something new, because again, I believe after we going through the earnings season and closing the earnings season, especially this week, this could be a new way how we can looking into the market. This will not mean that I'm completely bullish, because at the moment, I'd be really neutral. I want first seeing again if we're going through the risk triggers and through the upper band. But if we're going through this, then yeah, we can talk about something completely new, because again, here we have our new highs on the market. So will this be possible? Yes or no? This is really in my mind, and the risk triggers will be showing us that this is exactly the decision area now, especially with the earnings what we have now. And again, tomorrow we have also earnings. This is in my mind, Fabio, at the moment. Any questions about this?
No questions. Amazing. Gold 1 day max held well. Great.
And again, so
On my side, Pat,
yeah, let's go.
what is interesting, when we are looking on SPX and NQ on your charts, that we are near the all-time highs on NQ, but we have all-time highs regime on SPX. So NQ right now is a cheater, and after that kind of earnings, what we have few minutes ago, I'm really surprised that we are not pushing with higher pressure to the new sky limits.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's
looking
why
on yes,
that's why I really like my full eyes is at the moment really here on the risk triggers. So how they will be performed here, how this wall will be looking like, and especially with the new snapshot later, what we will see here. This is really my big decision area, and also this, because as you said, it was making already all-time highs, new all-time highs. That's right, but crazy enough, we stop in the upper band area. And that's why I believe, again, we should be taking a closer look into the risk trigger wall here, because this will be decision area. But yeah, you're right. We was making already all-time highs.
Amazing.
And we don't get the push, yeah? So we don't get the push, really. And if we're looking into our VIX, we staying in the range what we was already talking about, the 16.5 and the 14.5. We stay in the range here, and as long we staying here in the range on the VIX and nothing big has happened, I think we don't get so much momentum here to breaking through this, because we need that the VIX came a little bit more down, that we have here also more momentum. And if the VIX goes up, everybody knows what will happen. So then, yeah, that is it. So yeah, but for this reason, I think we are now in a really good decision area. And if you're being swing trader, I would be really, really careful with this, with the new highs. And one thing we can double check now. Let's go into the ETF. No, on the Russell. I will be going quick in the Russell. Give me 1 second.
I have SPY on my screen if you need.
No, the Russell. Because the Russell is telling me more the story about the New York, the New York economy, the US economy, than the big ones. And look at this here on the left side, on my side. Maciej, what you're seeing here, what formation?
Yeah, I know exactly which one, but we
Yeah,
will not promoting any shampoo.
yeah. So, and this is and with this in mind, guys, with the Russell, and you know exactly what I'm meaning here. Let's see. It's really interesting now. It's really interesting now. It's a 4-hour time frame here, but it's really interesting now. What will be happen now with the NQ?
Fabio,
This is really interesting.
could you be so kind switch monitors?
Yeah.
And I will add something to your SPX. I'm also looking to SPY, and today 700. I was guessing that we touched. Not yet 698, and right now we have a little correction, a little drop, but still 700 is not such a far. It's less than right now 1%. So round number as usually later upper bands. So similar view like you looking on NQ. I'm looking on SPY right now above upper bands 1 day ago, 2 day and go, and also blind spot as another target. But right now main look on 7702 as a era. What will be price doing there interesting, and of course, as you mentioned, with the new data, because right now we are after close, so waiting after Globex open to have new snapshots.
Exactly. So it's really interesting now how the market is looking like. I'm not buying at the moment the momentum. For me, we need some more confirmation, but let's see. So let's prove me wrong. All right. So we have a question: is there a better way to convert correlated instruments like Euro US dollar to a dollar index, given the dollar index is an index and therefore percentage based, using a simple ratio doesn't seem to give readable conversation. So you can use also the ETF UUP. But to be really honest, if you're looking into the dollar index, take a closer look into to the rating from the euro. And for me, it makes completely sense to take the euro, but you can also use the UUP.
Yeah, makes sense.
Another way how you can look for good correlation, going in some correlation heat map, and then put some tickers in and take a closer look what is the best correlation for the dollar index.
I'm guessing we're having something like this to check.
No.
Correlation? Of course.
You can basically use the correlation heat map. So, but yeah. All right. Anything else? Did we miss something, guys? We have 7 minutes left. You must go out on point today. So if you have one question or two questions, now it's the best time. Fabio, anything from your side?
No, I think, for those who followed us this morning, I think there was some really good points, especially looking at the Max 7 earnings. Tomorrow is going to be another kind of like big day of earnings. So we're going to keep talking about this. I think Apple is reporting. So I think, yeah, just like follow us, come to our morning recap, because you will see that what we talked about during the day can be very valuable. I think today was a great example, but we also have the same kind of yesterday. We talked about silver 2 days ago, I believe, which was a great move as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, silver is very, very interesting, but be careful, guys, because
Still in the channel.
Oh,
And
silver.
yes,
Oh
and
man.
after right now pushing upside and confirmation that they are seeing that line, also supporting levels and other stuff, man, call resistance near upper band for me. I will set alarm.
You know what's at the moment interesting, Fabio?
yeah,
I'm trading 99% of the time only Nasdaq, yeah.
yeah,
And I'm really good in this. But if you be in our pro room, I'm trading no more Nasdaq since few days. To be really honest, I'm trading only silver. That's fantastic. Man, the P&L is like going crazy on silver. This is a really Really great stuff. But again, I have so much respect for silver, because if you be on the wrong side and you're not quick enough with taking your losses, oh boy, you're making this can hurt you very well. This is 10x the Nasdaq.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good points. Thank you guys. Operation the live stream. Thank you, Sheriff. We say thank you for that you spent the time with us. And if you like this, give us a like and subscribe. Also, give us a yes.
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 No worries.
So we share always what is in our mind with you guys. And again, we are not a signal group or giving you trading signals. Only what we're thinking at the moment. And if Maciej is speaking or I'm speaking, you should be know one thing. We have always a plan A, B, C in our mind. If we're talking about some strategy and we thinking like, hey, this looks good now for the long side, then this is only our plan A, because we have at the end we have also a plan B where we want to go short, and we have also a plan C where we want getting out of the market, where we don't touch the market, where we have Dolce Vita. So this is always you should be know plan A, B, C. This is always in place. Thanks is tomorrow masterclass day for all subscribers. If you be a pro subscriber, of course you have the masterclass where we're talking about the gamma levels, how you can trade this, and also what are the rollovers, and also we going really deep in the option change, the difference between SPY, SPX, ES, why is this so important, and how you can convert this, why you should convert what. This is really for the pro members, because this is really deep dive what we share with you guys. Fabio, any other point?
No, I think we're good for today. Tomorrow we are back live for everybody at 8 a.m. So again, if you missed this week, like there's gonna be some good points to take home tomorrow morning, and then of course we have our weekly recap on Friday. I think this was a great week. In the middle of earnings, and now lots of opportunities as we've seen here with gold, silver, tech stocks, and all of that stuff. So yeah, I think we're very excited and looking forward for tomorrow.
Yes, sir. So guys, have a good one. Good afternoon, good night, wherever you are, or maybe
Good
good
night.
morning. Maybe good morning, Fabio. We have no idea. Come on, we have New
Yeah.
Zealand, Australia. Maybe good morning. So I wish you a good day. See you. If we say no tomorrow, would be stupid, but maybe we see us tomorrow or today. Depend on your time zone. But yeah, we will be back.
Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.